This is the Game Corner Podcast, episode 48. We didn't do it on Tuesday because of the PS5 event, which was Wednesday. Yesterday, there was actually a lot going on. There was a Nintendo Direct Mini yesterday, and then right after that one, Nintendo did another Nintendo Direct for Monster Hunter, which had two more games announced yesterday. Nippon Ichi Software, they did their PAX panel. Their virtual PAX panel was 50 minutes, and they had some games revealed. I skimmed through that one. Nothing really caught my eye except for Ease 9, which I'm interested in, and that's pretty much it from that stream. And Trails of Cold Steel 4, which I have pre-ordered, and then I'll have that when that releases next month. But other than that, I didn't care too much for that showcase.
Yeah,
So
I think there was two games I was kind of interested, and what sucked is most of them was dated for next year. I'm like, what the fuck?
some of them didn't even have dates at all. Before I get into blowing off on fucking PlayStation, I figured we could start with recapping some of the PS5 event that was Wednesday afternoon. Started at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 p.m. Pacific Time. It was about 45 minutes long. It started off really strong with Final Fantasy 16, which was a title that nobody saw coming. It looks pretty cool. I thought it was interesting. Certainly more interesting than Final Fantasy 15. I think I'm going to pick this one up. Comes out next year.
When did 15 come out? I mean, like
2017, I believe.
No, I think it's even longer than that. I think it was 2016.
2016 or 17. I just remember one of the main character from that one, Noctis or whatever the fuck his name is. I didn't play that game. He was a DLC guest character for Tekken 7.
Well, at least I mean, either 3 or 4 years. That's still a good time gap. Good enough.
Let's see. It came out. Yeah, you're right. November 29th, 2016. So, by the time this one comes out, it's going to be about 4.5 year gap.
It was pretty close. I mean, I was starting to think you might have been right with the year because I figured it was somewhere in between. So
Yeah, Tekken 7 came out in 2017, and Noctis was a DLC character in like early 2018. So that's why I thought the game was 2017. But no, you were right. It came out right around the end of 2016. But Final Fantasy 16 looks pretty cool, man. Looks more interesting than the last one. I gotta say that much. Looking forward to it.
Rose, I'm gonna have to. I got a special announcement.
What's up?
I'm leaving the show.
No, you're not.
No, serious. I'm leaving the show, but I do have a replacement for you. His name is Duke. He's the weasel, and he'll just kind of look at you and stares, and with his white and brown eye. So, no, of course I'm not going nowhere. I enjoy talking games with you too much, so I had to recognize Lucas a little bit in this stream.
Yeah, he's a cute dog.
Oh, not only he's cute, he's so soft. I mean, I just want to hold him and just squeeze the love right out of him.
So after Final Fantasy 16, I don't exactly remember everything. I'm not going to go over everything, but they did show off Spider-Man Miles Morales a little more. They actually showed us gameplay finally. That one is going to be a launch title for the PS5, and thankfully it is not going to be an all-stealth game. It's going to play just like the last one that came out, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yes, I enjoyed the previous Spider-Man game, so
I have the DLC for the original one. It came with the season pass because I got the collector's edition with the
Yeah.
with the scorpion statue and everything. And I beat the game, but I never bothered to play the DLC.
I need to go back and try to finish that game, and also and try to finish God of War. But there's so much stuff going on. It's just plus I'm like right now with the Switch, with a bunch of good shit coming out. It's hard to focus on just one game.
Oh yeah, did you get your copy of the Mario 3D All Stars today? Yeah, there it is.
I did go try and look at a couple places. I was just curious how.
Hey, what's up, Gus?
I'm trying to think. I'm still trying to wake up. Of how hard to come by it is because.
Oh shit, that's my fault that his shit is low. I keep forgetting because I do recordings, Let's Play recordings, and I keep forgetting to turn his fucking volume up. That's my fault. He should be good now.
But I went to Walmart and they didn't have none of them, and I went to a vintage stock in the same area, and they didn't have any. So I got mine. I pre-ordered mine through Walmart and had it sent to the mail. I was like, you know what? I'm not taking a chance, especially I'm hearing it's selling out everywhere. I've been wanting to play this, so I enjoyed it. I've been playing Mario 64 for a couple hours.
Yeah, I can't wait to. I'm gonna probably buy it digitally, unfortunately, although I would like to buy it physically. And I'll let you guys in on that later on. Before we get back to the recap, Guz was asking what your breed of dog is, which we were actually talking for about 10 minutes before the stream started because I was giving you a little chance to wake up since I woke you up.
To answer his question, he's a Dachshund and Chihuahua mix. And you really see more of the Dachshund than Chihuahua. I mean, one of the things is so cute he goes under the blanket, and then sometimes you pull the blanket open, and he's laying on his back on the bed. I'm like, oh my god. And like, that's so freaking cute.
And, yeah, that was my fault, cause like I said, I do Let's Plays during the week when I'm not doing this with Casey. So I turned the gameplay volume down so that, it's not so loud and like my voice could actually be heard over the gameplay. And I just have a habit of forgetting to boost his audio before I start the stream. So when I render this out for the YouTube version, I'll boost his audio for the beginning of the stream so you can actually hear him as if there was no problems. But he also asked us if we pre-ordered the PS5, and oh yeah, we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that. At least I'm gonna get into it because I'm not a happy camper about how PlayStation and the retail stores handled the pre-order situation. But before I start yelling about that for about 20 minutes, I want to finish this recap here. So after Spider-Man, like I said, I'm not going to mention everything because like some of the stuff I just didn't care about, all too much.
And I'm going to say that I didn't get the chance to watch it, so I still need to go back and watch it, but I know couple good games came out of this.
Pretty much, if you're subscribed to PlayStation on YouTube, Casey, they showed they uploaded like all the individual trailers that they showed. So you don't even have to watch the stream. You could just watch like all of the individual little trailers and stuff like that, and it'll save you time. Then you can just pick and choose the ones you want to watch.
I think the other big two does it as well. I know Nintendo does that. I mean, you can watch.
Xbox does it sometimes. Nintendo does it. PlayStation does it. They kind
That's
of do.
why.
They kind of do it, the way WWE does it. Like they take their highlights for Raw, SmackDown, and the pay-per-views, and they upload them to YouTube. It's kind
Yeah,
of the same thing.
they chop it up. Well, the one thing that's bad about these, if you don't watch them live, it's almost impossible.
To avoid the
Not
spoilers.
exactly. So, you have to just kind of hope if you're not gonna watch it live, you put it in the search bar what you're looking for, and hopefully you don't see any of the spoilers. So,
Guz asked what my YouTube channel is. I'm just gonna get him the link real quick. All right. What is going on, guys? Shut up. I got that. Okay, Guz, this is my channel here. Whoops. Hold on, let me fix that.
give me a second. I'm gonna let. He's just running around the room, so I'm gonna let him. I'm gonna open the door. I'm gonna get a drink. So,
I'll just continue talking about this recap. So they showed more on Call of Duty, Black Ops. What the hell is that one called? Cold War. And they showed more on the game. They confirmed there is going to be a zombies mode. And I'm actually probably going to download the alpha for the multiplayer because PS4 players get to try the game early. We get the alpha build for 3 days between today through the 20th. And we get to play the multiplayer early and try it out and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. I'm not really a Call of Duty fan, but I really did enjoy Warzone for the most part. So I think I'll give this a try as well. I don't know. They didn't confirm yet that there's going to be a Battle Royale for this one. I know the game before Modern Warfare also had the Blackout mode, which is a Battle Royale as well, which I know some people didn't like. I believe Warzone was much more positively received than Blackout. Probably give that a chance, and since it's free and available to all PS4 players, I could probably stream it without getting DMCA'd for it. They showed more, a little bit more in the campaign,
which game are you talking about right now?
Black Ops Cold War. And the free multiplayer, we get to try the free multiplayer this weekend on PlayStation 4.
Was the multiplayer almost like a battle royal, or is it something?
Standard multiplayer, as far as I'm aware right now. They didn't confirm a battle royale. They have the zombies mode coming back, and I know that's multiplayer as well. So I don't know what they're giving us in this free trial alpha. But I'm probably going to check it out. Probably download it tomorrow. Give it a shot. Play it for an hour or two. See how it is. They showed Resident Evil. Of course, Call of Duty is going to be a launch title as well, I believe, for the PS5. Then they showed Resident Evil Village. They did confirm the title is called Resident Evil 8 Village. They did a... I kind of like the way they did the Roman numerals for that game. They took the VILL from Village.
Yeah.
And that's also the Roman numeral for the number 8. So that's pretty cool how they disguised the title in the subtitle. I thought that's pretty cool.
Well, they did the same thing with the R7, but I think it is creative, Like, hey, I'm just curious how they're gonna do 9. They'll be like, we'll have to put a V1 and no, is it a V1 and then an X? No, it'll be a 1 and an X, wouldn't it?
Well, that would be
That'd be a 9.
yeah, that'd be a 9. So yeah, that'd be the next one that they would do. I don't know how they would be as clever with that, unless they have a title with the letters IX, in there somewhere.
Excellent.
Thanks for the YouTube sub there, Guz. Do this podcast. We try to do it at least once a week. Once in a while we'll do it twice a week if there's a lot of news. Like I said, I also do Let's Plays. I do a lot of other stuff. I upload Twitch streams of other games. Play a lot of Mario stuff, Sonic games. I play a lot of stuff. I play anime titles as well. Like I'm currently Let's Playing Fairy Tail on PS4. And then I'm going to go probably do... I don't know what I'm going to do after that. Probably a Sonic game. I do long plays as well. And the difference between a long play and a Let's Play is, a Let's Play is broken up into multiple videos, whereas a long play, you just sit there and play the game from start to finish in one sitting. And I do quite a few of those as well, so... I also have quite a bit of Twitch streams to upload from earlier this year that I didn't get around to doing yet. So,
and I also think he should, just in case he didn't sub to me, he should sub to Casey as Raw.
Yeah, sub to Casey too. Actually, I tell you what, man, for someone who is very limited with his equipment, puts out pretty interesting videos with his pickups and his Casey is Raw gaming history from his point of view and all his different videos on his collection and stuff. It's fucking wild.
I appreciate that because like you said, I do everything by phone.
Crucifix. I could just imagine him going with that title.
Hold on. Yeah, that makes sense. There's an I and X in there, right there. Crucifix, yeah. They could do that. That's a brilliant idea.
Yeah, I mean,
and then
let me get your channel there, Casey. I'll put that in the Twitch as well.
I don't think it'd be too as hard to try to figure out 10. I mean, it's just an X,
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they're gonna do that all the time.
Yeah.
I just like how clever they did that one.
Yeah. I probably, the only way I would think of something like that is like Google, put in Google words with I and X in it. That's probably the only thing I would have done.
Alright, here's your link there, Casey. I got you here.
But I was talking to Dave Rose, and he gave me some good pointers, and my best friend actually made some good intros. But I'm like I don't know how to do that. Like, the only thing they're awesome, but the only problem I have is not personal problems with it. He has the audio from the video game, like, it's a me, Mario, or it's some kind of Mario music or some kind of music behind it. I'm like, I love the creative on it, but I'm just afraid that if I use that, Nintendo or Sega will hit me for using it.
Sega won't. Nintendo is kind of iffy.
Yeah.
They are a lot more lax now with people putting their content, like, their games and stuff on YouTube.
Thank God.
If you're playing it in the background and you're talking over it, as long as you don't have it like really loud to the point where your voice is barely audible over it, I don't think you'll have a problem. Sega definitely doesn't do that. You definitely wouldn't have any issues with Sega or PlayStation or whatever, but Nintendo's a little iffy.
Yeah, like you said, they have laxed on it, and that's a good... I think if they had done that during the Wii U would have been a little bit more successful than it was.
Yeah. Um. So after Resident Evil, we get into a couple games. They started showing some games that don't have release dates. Of course, Resident Evil is going to come out next year, which is very expected.
Yeah.
We knew that wasn't going to be a launch title.
Uh,
Personally, I was hoping for some more Gran Turismo 7 news, but we didn't get that. I'm just going through PlayStation's YouTube channel real quick so I could refresh my memory on a lot of the stuff they showed off.
Gran Turismo, I'm not really a big fan of racing games. It's
I
stuff.
love me a good racing game, so I like to play those kinds of games.
I would say the ones I used to like playing was old school. Is I would say cruising, like cruising the US, cruising in USA, and cruising the world.
Right.
But after that, maybe a certain version, some Need for Speed games. Like I think, what was that one, Afterburner? We talked about before. It was a
Oh,
few,
I don't remember. But yeah, so
but
I refreshed my memory a little bit just by looking through PlayStation's YouTube channel. They showed a new Oddworld game called Oddworld Soulstorm. I never, cared at all for the Oddworld game, so I didn't really give a shit about that one.
it's kind of interesting. I mean, I haven't really played them, but they do kind of hit me that I possibly will eventually play them. So,
Five Nights at Freddy's, which went from an indie game to a apparently a bigger release because they actually put this on the
oh yeah.
showcase. New Five Nights at Freddy's game called Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. And of course, what is a Five Nights at Freddy's trailer without a fucking jump scare?
Yeah, no
So,
shit.
thanks a lot, Sony, for the fucking jump scare in the middle of your live stream, you dicks.
Are you shocked though? I mean, that's what it's all about. I
I mean,
mean,
I wasn't expecting Five Nights at Freddy's to be on there. And when they first showed it off, it didn't look anything like a previous Five Nights at Freddy's game until the jump scare moment. And then the title screen came up. I'm like, oh, okay.
well,
Um,
one thing about those games, I love those games. Well, especially the first two or three, and then it's kind of like after four, and I guess there's five. I'm not sure,
there wasn't
but
there that spin-off one. There was a spin-off one after the fifth one. I don't
yeah,
remember
I
what it
think
was.
there's a couple. I think there's a couple spin-offs, but and then the PlayStation has the VR one, and I tried that, and I did a stream of it before, a short stream because I knew I don't know if I could survive it. I was like, I was at, I think I completed the first night, but the second night, I was knew I was gonna die. I was like, and I was ready, lost all power. I was like, okay, I can't do it. And I even said I was freaking out. I was like, I'm sorry, guys, I'm freaking out. Like when you have the headset on and you're gonna have a jump scare. I mean that it's kind of hard to escape that.
um, yeah. So I'm probably not talking about these games in order. Like I said, I'm not even going to mention like everything because I don't remember everything from 2 days ago. Devil May Cry 5 Special Edition was quite interesting. It's been a little while since I played the original game, so I didn't really notice exactly what was new. What's going to be new in the Special Edition. I know they did something similar for DMC 3 and 4, which I actually have the Special Edition for those. I have the remastered collection on PS4 with the original 3 games, and the third one is the Special Edition version on that disc. The Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition, which was digital only, I believe, on the PS4. I have that downloaded. DMC5 Special Edition is going to launch digitally It's going to be available, I believe, at launch, but physical copies have been confirmed for a later launch. So I'm probably not gonna. I probably won't buy that right away because I already own DMC5 on PS4. So I'm kind of not in a rush to buy it again.
So they gonna sell the digital first, and then later on they'll do physical.
Yeah, probably. Probably somewhere down the line in 2021. Probably
That's
when.
the.
Probably when they get when they get more consoles out there, so more people can actually fucking have one.
I think the only reason they're doing that, there's no reason they couldn't, you know, ship out Blu-rays because they make them extremely cheap. There's no reason except they know people will. If they don't say, "Oh, this is going to be only digital only," and then they come with a physical copy, and they're like, "No, suckers like me and you." They're gonna double dip just because to get the physical copy.
Well, for me, I'm not going to buy the digital version of DMC5 Special. I'll just wait for the physical one. As like I just said, I'm not in a rush to buy it anyway because I already played it. I beat the game and I already own it on PS4, so I'm not in a rush to double dip on that game anyways. Right now.
I'm just saying, but that's why they're doing it. It's not because they're pushing out this game that they don't have time to make Blu-rays of this game. It's
But
just it
they're
make
gonna
you.
the PS5 games are gonna be using the Ultra 4K Blu-rays, which are more expensive than regular Blu-ray discs.
Okay,
Because
but
most games from Sony now for next gen, which will be current gen in 2 months. Most games now from PlayStation are going to be $70 instead of $60, plus tax. So you're looking at about a $12 increase on your video games.
yeah, that shouldn't shock me.
So that kind of sucks. Although
Yeah.
if you pre-order Spider-Man Miles Morales at Walmart, they currently have it listed for $49.88. So
Yes.
maybe you should, if you're interested in pre-ordering that game, maybe do it at Walmart because you'll get it cheaper than anywhere else.
Yes. I mean, that's what's awesome going to Walmart about it. I mean, except I paid full price for Super Mario 3D All-Star. I mean, I guarantee you once these hit the shelves again, they're probably going to be $49.99 instead of $59.99. But
So
because they're
I'm
Go
sorry.
ahead.
No, you go on. You were saying something, and I kind of cut you off.
they usually cut about 10 to $5 to $10 off on new games. So I always try to tell people for new games go to Walmart.
Yeah,
I mean,
sometimes I go to Walmart. The only reason I would use GameStop is because I'll sometimes trade in other games I don't care to have anymore towards it, and I'll actually end up getting it cheaper than I would at Walmart. So that's the main reason I still shop at GameStop.
Well, do you have a local game store or something? Like a game store not too far from you?
I do, but they only specialize mainly in tabletop gaming and retro games.
Alright, well, I mean, I try not to sell my stuff at bigger chains because usually they like to fuck you on the trades.
Yeah, I know. That's why I don't do it that often anymore. But like I said, like if it's a game I really want, I'll do it. If I have a couple games I don't give a shit to keep anymore. Other than that, I'll just buy it at Walmart. Or if it's a game I'm like don't care to wait, a little while longer to play, I'll just wait till the price drops.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll just go to GameStop and buy it used for like half price.
Like, there's certain games that, you gotta have immediately on day one. And there's some games I'll wait for the price drop.
Right. So getting back to this here, Deathloop. They showed this game. I think it's kind of interesting. It's a shooter. and you have targets, and you pretty much have to figure out how to take them all down. Um, with before the game like loops and like cycles all over again or some shit. It was a
I
little
think
confusing in the way that it was described in the trailer, but it looked like a really fun game. Something I'll probably check out.
it's probably Groundhog's Day, the shooter game, because anytime the day repeats over and over and over.
I mean,
So
that's kind of the gist of this game, and like you got to figure out how to like kill your enemies or some shit before they can succeed in their plans or some shit. Like one
yeah,
part of the trailer they showed you having to take out two of the guys on your hit list at the same time. So it seems like it gets pretty intense, and yeah, I like shooters, like that are time based. Gives you
mm,
more sense of a challenge and having to figure out how to do it quickly instead of being more careful and just go out, fucking all guns blazing. I like shit like that.
talking about shooters, what I really miss nowadays because more of the modern systems don't do anymore.
What's that?
A good old light gun game.
Oh, yeah.
Like playing like Lethal Enforcers and stuff like that. Like I miss that. I mean, know they can make a light gun that's for HD TVs. I know that's possible nowadays.
Well, I'm
They
sure
did
it
it.
is, and they'll probably just make it part of the VR if they
Well,
if they did.
oh yeah. Really, then you really don't need that for VR. I mean, you in PlayStation VR, they have that one freaking weird looking gun that has like a freaking. It's a weird looking circle with the ball on the end, and you use
Yeah,
that
that
like
thing
a
looked ugly.
yeah, and like that. That's what you need in VR.
Yeah, but I mean, what I was referring to is they could make like an actual gun that looks, like something you would use for a light gun,
Yeah.
and aim it at the TV. And like I said, they can probably sync it up with like the VR somehow, and you could use it
Okay.
to like play. You could use it to play games like Super Hot and stuff like that. I think it'd be pretty
That's a
interesting.
good idea. Well, the thing is, when I play Super Hot, um, you have to use the move controllers. And Super Hot, you really, it's not just guns though. You could use objects like you can throw cards, or you
Right,
can throw like a bottle or something. So it's not just guns.
right.
So
But I mean, that's something maybe they could think of.
not a bad idea though. I mean, I like that idea.
So Casey, what would the PS5 and the Xbox Series X be without one of gaming's biggest cash grabs as of late in fucking Fortnite?
Oh, I
Because
heard. I heard. What did Fortnite do this time?
well, it was announced by PlayStation during the showcase that it's going to be a PS5. There's going to be a PS5 version, and obviously it's going to be one on the Xbox because they're not going to do one and not the other. Though it's going to be a launch title. It'll be available to download at launch immediately. And I did not notice any difference in the graphics at all compared
And
to
I,
what we have now and what they're going to put out on the PS5.
and I assume it's gotta be free because I
Yeah,
mean
it's
it's
going to be
Fortnite.
a free to play game, just like it is now. So
Is my
I certainly didn't care much about that at all. So,
oh,
and then
there we go.
As Guz mentioned, PlayStation Plus collection, which will also be available at launch. All PlayStation Plus subscribers are going to get a shitload of games you could download right away that are going to be PS4 compatible with the PS5. They showed games like Fallout 4, Mortal Kombat 10, Battlefield 5. I don't remember like a lot of the games, but they showed a whole slew of them, and I don't exactly know how to feel about this because it's like they're giving us a lot of games that are already like 4 and 5 years old, as like a starter pack on PS5, like, and you have to be subscribed to PlayStation Plus to get it.
I don't think there's nothing wrong with that.
I mean, it's a good incentive, for people who
Yeah.
might want to play those games again,
Mm.
because I'm sure they're all going to be upscaled to 4K resolution as well
Yeah.
for the ones
Or at
that
least
don't already support it. But I mean, like the games that I'm interested in from what they showed off, I own them already, so I wouldn't download them again on PS5.
Well, you say these is going to be on ultra Blu-ray disc. Are they going back to running on the disc, or is it like the current gen where it's running on the hard drive?
It depends on the company. I mean, just like it is now, it's probably not going to change. Mostly
So,
with the discs, they just put like most of the data on
yeah.
the disc, and then the rest of it you download from the internet. But then you
Mm,
still need the disc to launch the game.
yeah,
It's probably going to be the same way. I don't see it changing, honestly.
I agree. I'm just curious. I mean, what's the point going to ultra Blu-ray when you can get
It's
the
for
game?
people like you and me that like to show off the fact that we own the shit instead of having it all
Well,
digital.
you could still have a Blu-ray, and then it unloads the package onto the hard drive and download the rest of it on the internet.
Well, yeah, I mean that's what they do now, but they still make you
Yeah.
use the disc to launch the game. So
Yeah. I don't see what's the point having unless they need more memory on the disc to install the game.
yeah, it's probably it. Because like if you notice, a lot of games, like especially the bigger budget ones, are like 50 gigs and up. I mean, hell, fucking Warzone mode for the Call of Duty Modern Warfare after the latest updates is like 110 gigabytes on its own. So
My
that would never
God.
fit on one of the PS4 Blu-ray discs. And with the Final Fantasy VII
Mm,
remake that came out in April, they give you a data disc just to install the game, and then the rest of the data is on the game disc itself. So that one needed 2 discs just to do that, just for that one game. So they kind of did that already, if you think about
yeah,
it.
so yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just think like they could still make it cheaper, like just throw a couple disc in the package instead of save money on the Blu-ray. I mean, you still got to have the Ultra Blu-ray drive in it.
Shit, I finished my water bottle. God damn it. Oh well.
You better not trying to straddle my leg after yesterday, you horny dog.
I thought you would let him out of the room.
Oh, he's even with the door open, he still wants to be around me because I'm the only one here. So, I just wanted to give him the option if he wanted to go in around the house, but I'm not shocked that he's still in here with me. He's got to be around someone.
Demon Souls remastered, or is it a remake? I don't even know. Demon Souls PS5 version is going to release next year. I never played the original on PS3. I'm not really a fan of the Souls games, Dark Souls, Demon Souls, or Bloodborne. If I'm going to play a video game, I'd rather play it to have fun and enjoy it, not to get frustrated at it. So I
Let me
don't
get your
I don't care
let
too
me
much about that game at all.
let me get your opinion right now. My girlfriend's gonna pick up some food for me.
Okay.
These are the options. Slotsky's, Raisin Cane's, pizza, burgers, Mexican, and Chinese.
Well, let's see. Since you've already had the drizzling shits all day today,
So
and
not Mexican.
you had to leave work, I would say no to the Mexican food.
Yeah.
If you're lactose intolerant, I'd say no to the pizza.
Oh, I'm always up for pizza.
So am I. I mean, I'm lactose intolerant. I still eat pizza, but
Yeah, I think I'm heading.
if you were shitting your brains out all day, and if you're lactose intolerant, I would say no to the pizza. You can never go wrong with hamburgers, to be honest. Personally, I would probably go with either pizza or burgers.
I'm kind of. Thing is, I have too many I eat too much pizza. I'm gonna say. He did it again! Oh my god! What's wrong with you?
Or you can just order from Domino's and combine the two with their new cheeseburger pizza idea. Which I really wouldn't know how that would taste, because I'm not gonna fucking buy one.
I'm gonna choose Chinese food. She put Mexican and Chinese, so like I guess we're choosing the person.
Demon Souls.
Demon
I
Souls. Knew it.
What else did they show? They didn't really show too much more. Of course, they revealed the price of the PS5, which you can see on screen here. Let me just.
And I was wrong about the pricing.
I don't remember what you said, to be honest, but yeah, let me take these off screen real quick so I can so you can see everything here. Full prices here. Digital PS5 $400. Physical disc version PS5 $500. So they really didn't undercut Xbox at all. They're selling their digital version for $100 more. And unlike Xbox, with PlayStation's digital version, you get the full console experience. And they matched Microsoft with the disc version for $500. Yeah. Which is exactly what I figured was going to happen.
Well, you know what? Like you said, it's not like the Xbox One, the Xbox Series S, where it's the weakest one out of the lot. And like, who does that? I mean, it's so basic. It has no disk drive. It doesn't have the same kind of power of the X. So I'm like, so you're getting the worst version in this console generation, minus the Switch, you know?
Right, and like I said, for $100 more, you get the full PlayStation 5 next-gen experience. You just don't get the disc drive.
Yeah, like $400, you're still getting the PS5. I mean, it's same capabilities as the disc drive one, just you add $100 for the disc drive. I predicted a week or so ago, I said I think the PlayStation should match their PlayStation all digital at $300, and the disc drive should be $400.
Oh yeah, that's true. I mean, that's what some people thought was going to happen, and I could have seen that happening. But I guess PlayStation didn't want to lose too much money on this console.
No, because PlayStation as itself is doing awesome. I mean, they make money hand over fist. Sony itself is having problems. Where
it's pretty much PlayStation keeping the company alive.
Exactly. I had the Sony movies too, but
their movie and PlayStation divisions is pretty much keeping the company alive.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, they're still selling electronics, but they're no longer Sony's the best brand out there. I mean, they're about equal to some of the bigger brands like Samsung and Panasonic and wherever,
I tell you what, I bought a Vizio TV
Yeah.
back in 2013.
Yeah.
Vizio is a Sony-owned brand, I believe.
Yeah.
And that TV shit out on me in less than 3 years. I have an
I,
RCA TV now. I have
yeah.
an RCA TV now that's lasted longer than that Vizio TV that I had.
I thought Visual was a good brand, though.
I mean, yeah, they are, because my mom bought a Vizio TV as well, and hers lasted longer than mine did.
Well, the thing
Hers
is,
is still kicking. Mine's dead.
still kick.
Mine died like 4 years ago.
Well, you know what? Nowadays, I'm not shocked about these TVs. I mean, shit, if you can get 5 years, you're lucky.
Yeah. Unlike the fucking ancient fucking TVs of,
Oh,
the
ever.
70s, 80s, well, I wouldn't say 70s, but like 80s, 90s, early 2000s that had the CRT tubes in them.
Yeah,
Those things fucking last a lifetime.
exactly. That's when if they have a lifetime warranty, then that's the best deal to have. But these fucking things, oh my god. Even the ones that started uh, with the flat screens on tube TVs are still pretty good TVs.
Yeah, they don't last, as long as the old big ass fucking
They're still good. Like
bricks of a fucking TV. But yeah, they're still pretty good.
yeah.
But
But
yeah, the all flat screen fucking LED plasma
yeah.
TVs and shit like that. Yeah, you're lucky if you get like 5 years out of them. Which means I'm
Yeah.
probably gonna need another TV. Probably need to buy another new TV in like a year or two from now.
See, when I came back home after living in Pennsylvania and after the wife passed, I moved here and I was shocked when I went to the game room and how big this fucking TV was. And my mom was like, "This, your brother bought this for you." I was like, if I leave, I'm not gonna take this because I don't feel I own it. I mean, it's here. But like, what's funny? One of the first date I brought over with my girlfriend right now. The first date I brought her over here, I couldn't get the TV working at all. I mean, it's been fucking up for a little bit, and that day it just shitted out.
Oh shit.
So I had to get it repaired. I think it was almost $100, but it was well worth $100 to get it going again. Then shelling out hundreds of dollars more just to get another TV. But I know one game out of the conference that I don't know if you mentioned is the God of War game.
I was actually just going to get to that. That was the last thing they showed after they revealed the price of the console. The screen went to black and they were like, "Oh, we're going to end with this one last thing." And then all of a sudden you see a black screen. You hear a voice which sounded kind of like Kratos, and then the God of War logo fades into onto the screen, and around the circle it says Ragnarok on it, and then you hear Kratos' voice again, and then it's the logo disappears, and then it says Ragnarok is coming. I don't think they gave a release date for that one, but it's safe to assume it's going to be next year.
Yeah, or at least hopefully launch day, but probably not.
Oh, it ain't going to be launch day. No fucking way in hell it's going to be launch day. If you go online right now, they only have like 5 games up for launch right now. That's Spider-Man, Call of Duty, something called Alliance All-Stars. I don't know what the hell that is.
I have no clue what the fuck.
The Sackboy's Big Adventure, whatever that game is called.
I've seen footage of that. That looks good game to play.
Yeah, that one's out. That one's up there, and there's one other one that I don't remember the name of. Or
Well,
maybe it was 4 games in a controller. I think that's what Walmart had up. 4 games in a controller.
honestly, do you remember back when they announced this gen, the PS4 and the Xbox One? There wasn't a lot of games that came out that first year.
Honestly, I think the launch lineup for the PS5 is better than what the PS4 got as a launch lineup.
Exactly. And same thing with the Xbox One. There was no real reason to run out and get it unless
There's no real reason to get one now. Their launch lineup is fucking terrible, in my opinion.
Exactly. I mean, unless
what do you got? You got Call of Duty. You know, that's pretty much their system seller right now, and that's multi-platform. So people who choose PlayStation will get that on PlayStation. People who choose Xbox will get that on Xbox. So that's really not a definitive system seller.
No, for PlayStation, it's got to be the Spider-Man game, though.
Spider-Man. I thought Godfall was going to be a launch title, but I haven't seen that one up for pre-order yet. So I guess that one probably got delayed until next year. But if Godfall would have stayed as a launch title, that definitely would have been a system seller. That one and Spider-Man definitely would have sold the systems. And then you have the multi-ports, like I said, like Call of Duty, Fortnite, shit like that.
It doesn't shock me that Fortnite's getting moved over. I mean, like, you can play Fortnite on the phone. So
who the fuck wants to do that? That game's bad enough on consoles and PC. Playing that game on a phone is a fucking nightmare, I would imagine.
Well, I play Fortnite on Switch. And I enjoy playing it in handheld mode. Like, I'll be in the bathtub soaking it up, and I'll play like 3 or 4 rounds of Fortnite before I get out.
Man, I would never play a video game in a bathtub. I'd be too afraid I would drop it, and then it would be fucked.
Well, I felt the same way, but when I had the grips on it, I have a good hold on it.
Yeah, I mean, even then, you could still accidentally drop it in the tub, and then you're fucked.
Well, then I was like, well, I fucked myself, but...
Yeah, you did that the one time with that third-party dock. But, I wouldn't want to drop it in a bathtub. I remember that actually reminds me of one time I dropped my cell phone in the toilet once, and yeah, that was the end of that phone, unfortunately.
There's so many times I almost dropped my phone, but the phone's so small, it's easy to drop it. While if you have the grip on the Switch, like the one I have, you got a good handle on it. I mean, literally, the thing, if I put it down and sit on the seat of the toilet or the lid, like if I want to watch YouTube on it while I'm finishing up, it sits by itself. Don't even need the kickstand.
Oh, really? That's interesting.
But, talk about that. I don't know if you've seen my recent pickups about, my new controller, those Joy-Con controllers.
Yeah, you showed me a picture of them on Twitter the other day. And then you put them in the video. Yeah, I was going to say, or you buy those freaking hulking size fucking Joy-Cons. You don't have to worry about dropping your Switch then.
I feel a little less comfortable with those as of if I'm in the tub. I mean, they feel comfortable, but they feel a little more thin than the grips I usually play with. So, and if you put it in the dock, it's really tight. I don't know why it's so tight, because it's a Joy-Con, but...
Yeah, they're supposed to stick out the sides of the dock as it is.
Yeah, but when you pull the Switch out, it's like trying to pull a cartridge out of old NES, out of Super Nintendo or something.
Yeah. But yeah, so that pretty much wraps up the PlayStation showcase. Like I said, probably didn't mention everything. I think we mentioned a pretty good deal. Pretty much almost everything. That at least that I can remember.
Well, I got an idea before we move on to the next topic. I got an idea. Want me to give a preview of my recent pickups?
Yeah, go ahead. We'll do that, and then I'll get pissed off again about the PlayStation 5 pre-order because I know Guz has been waiting to hear about that one, and boy, is he going to hear about it.
I already showed.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me get you in focus here. All right, go ahead.
Well, I already shown Super Mario 3D All Stars. I mean, I was extremely happy. I got home from work after being sick, and I brought in the mail, and I was like, got a couple packages from eBay. So I was kind of hoping this was one of them that came in the mail. So I was like, fuck. And then I looked it up. It was like, oh, it's supposed to be delivered today sometime. And then I'm sitting down. I'm about to get ready to play a round Fortnite or something. And I hear a truck. And I was like, hold on. I think it said it's coming on FedEx. And I saw the FedEx truck. And yeah, that's when I got the game. I was like, yes.
Yeah, see, the thing with FedEx is they don't always drop off your mail like early in the day.
Yeah.
Like with my Tony Hawk Pro Skater Collector's Edition, the Remaster Collector's Edition I got.
Yeah.
It was delivered by FedEx as well, and I didn't get it until about 3:30 in the afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
When my mail comes at like 11 o'clock in the morning, or 10 in the morning most of the time.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. So you got more
Yep.
pickups there, or?
Yeah. I'm keeping the best one for last. So, but continuing on the CDI train is Sargon Chess. Honestly, it's a chess game, and I like playing chess. So
I tell you what, every time I try to play chess, like I get reminded of all the rules and how all the pieces work and which pieces can move where and whatnot. And then I get into it, and then after I stop playing, I just forget all the rules and everything again. That's just a game I could never remember how to play, no matter how many times I'm taught how to play it.
I can see why. I mean, I used to like playing chess all the time with my friends. I was not in a chess club or anything, but me and my sister likes playing chess too, but we play when we were kids. We didn't know all the right rules, so I guess we made up some we thought it was. So, but continuing on the CDI train is another board game, Backgammon.
That's one I've never played.
I hadn't either. I really don't know how you play this game. I'm like, and like I said before, I love the big box art. I love the big cases, especially if they come in the slip cover. I get a big boner for that.
You're gonna have to put up new shelves just specifically to fit those cases.
Well, yeah, I mean, my games are down there. You see them?
Yeah.
That's where I put them. I'll probably move them somewhere else. But right now I'm kind of keeping an eye on this lot. I mean, half of them I'm going to have doubles, and half of them it isn't. So, I mean, I already spent about $200 on 2 games this week. But the final one is the game I've been waiting for to come in for over a month, and I told you about this one. I'm glad it came in during when the other game came in. It's Hotel Mario for the CD.
Oh, you did buy it.
Yep. And it was just crazy. I was on Junebug show, and when I went, actually, it's supposed to come in yesterday, and it's one of those things that someone's got to be there to sign off to accept it. So I was waiting until like 12:30 ish, and like or 1 o'clock. I was like, "Where the hell is them going to deliver it?" The mail's already ran, so I said, "Screw it! I'm gonna go up there, bring in this slip and see if they had it." And yeah, took them like 5 minutes to find it, but uh, I showed Ken this and was like, "It's like, what's the object of what's the objective of it?" And it was like Mario goes around and closes doors in a hotel. That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a horrible game.
Then you have cutscenes with Luigi talking about spaghetti.
Yeah, I hope there's lots of spaghetti. Oh man, I can't wait to sit down and play that. And I still need. Last week, I was also getting. I've been dealing with the stomach issue for the last couple weeks. I was meaning in to sit down and play the Tetris version on CDI,
Right.
but I just slept a ton and went around a bunch of video game stores and just didn't have the time to sit down and play it. I was going to want to do a review of it because it's an interesting version of Tetris. But yeah, that's pretty much my pickups. I'll tell you two new games that I bought on eBay that each one of them, well, including the shipping, cost over $100 for these two games. And can you guess which two it is?
Let me guess. You bought the Zelda CDI games, or at least two of them.
Yep, exactly.
Wow.
The two cheapest ones. I think it's the face of something. I know Zelda, the one of Gamelon, and I think Link, the Faces of Evil.
Yeah, I don't remember the name of the third one.
Oh, the third one is just Zelda Avengers, and I see one on eBay. I think it's just barely under $1,000.
Wow.
So I'm like, that's no chance I'm getting that. I mean, I was shocked I got these. I was like, fuck it. I'm like, I'll just won't spend as much this week.
Well, now you're just gonna have an everlasting reminder that you have an incomplete, unholy Triforce.
Unless I can find some. Right now, I should also put as a save, but I saved on eBay CDI games. So I should also put CDI game lots to keep an eye out so I can. Maybe some idiot doesn't know
What
how
they
much.
have and just put it in with it.
Yeah. But the problem is, people be watching out for that. I mean, luckily, a bunch of these CDI games and whatnot, I'm not having a hard time buying them because not a lot of people have them, and not a lot of people are actively looking for them. So I might have a shot to get it in the future if I just keep an eye on eBay.
Right.
But I think one's coming in sooner than that. Well, I know for sure one of them coming in before the other because one's at least in America and another one's in, I think, the UK. So that's going to take forever. That's probably another muffin, so just get that. But I continue getting, as I'm just crazy about getting these CDI stuff right now. But that's pretty much all I got right now. Is that I just figure you get a kick out of that.
So, yeah. So, Guz, holy shit, about 45 minutes ago, I would say, Guz asked about if we got PS5 pre-orders.
Yeah.
No, I did not. I'm sure Casey didn't either. The Xbox Series X and S will be available for pre-order this Tuesday when stores open. Unlike Xbox, who gave us like a 2-week fucking notice about being able to pre-order their console, PlayStation said like last month even that they were going to let us know when we can pre-order their console. Yeah, they let us know, all right. They gave us less than 24 hours notice. And first of all, they on the showcase they only revealed the price and not the release dates. So in order to get the release date for the console, you had to find that on their Twitter, which the release of the console is going to be in 2 parts. USA, Japan, Mexico, Australia, those countries, and probably a couple other ones are going to release on November 12th, which is a Thursday, which is very strange because games usually come out on a Tuesday or a Friday. So that's 2 days after the Xbox releases theirs.
No, I thought it was before it.
No, Xbox is the 10th.
Oh, interesting.
And the rest of the world, like Europe and all the smaller countries, you probably won't be able to afford one anyways.
It is a week later.
Yeah, it'll be on the 19th.
Well,
so these fucking dickheads, and then on Twitter when they released the console launch day, they didn't give us pre-order information on their tweet like Xbox did. So you have to dig even further by going on the PlayStation blog and finding it on there. And then they just briefly announced it, stating that at the time of the post, so they said tomorrow, which was obviously now yesterday.
Yeah.
And they said, pre-orders will start as early as tomorrow, which again was yesterday, the 17th. And then you have all the retailers out there, these greedy fucking money-hungry cocksuckers who couldn't wait an extra day to pre-order to let you pre-order their consoles. These people could not wait for that fucking pre-order money. That they went against what Sony said, and everybody except for Best Buy opened their pre-orders immediately after the information was put online, and most people didn't even know. And by the time most people knew, all the pre-orders everywhere were sold out.
Well, you know what? I'm not shocked though. Think about it. When the Switch got announced, the very next day, you had to put a pre-order.
Right, but at least those retailers waited. They didn't just say, okay, information's out, pre-order your console now. Everybody waited until the next morning. That's not what happened here. And it's bullshit. JB posted on Twitter yesterday, he said PlayStation should be ashamed of themselves for the way they handled this their pre-order situation. And of course, I'm paraphrasing what he said, but he said they should be ashamed of themselves, and I am in wholehearted agreement with his tweet.
Well, I'm assuming why he's upset is
because he didn't get one.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
and that's why I'm upset, because I couldn't get one because of the way the situation was handled, and it's bullshit on how it was handled, how it was done. And before they even gave you the price and price and release date information, Sony was taking people's information down, email and contact information, to be entered into a lottery to even have a chance to pre-order from them. So you had to put your information down with PlayStation themselves and then get lucky enough to be picked to pre-order the console through PlayStation themselves. That's bullshit
not,
as well.
well, you know what? That's not too uncommon. I hear that happens in Japan all the time, though.
Well, this isn't Japan. Fuck them.
I'm just saying, like, during when the Switch came out and how impossible trying to get a Switch, they would do a lottery for you get the right to buy it.
The only company that listened was Best Buy. They did not put it up on their website until yesterday, and they didn't do their pre-orders until yesterday. I tried calling Best Buy yesterday morning. I tried calling them a couple times yesterday, and after you get the automated bullshit, about telling you to visit bestbuy.com, visit the FAQ for, more common questions and answers and stuff. And then they tell you how, what their store hours are. And then after that, it told me, we are experiencing an extremely high call volume.
Oh, yeah.
Call back later. And then it hangs up on you. So I couldn't even ask them if they had any pre-orders available. Because if they did, my mother was going to stop off after work yesterday and put one down for me. But because I couldn't get a hold of them, I didn't know, so she didn't stop there.
Well, I'm hearing they're sold out everywhere anyways.
Oh, yeah, and that absolutely. Actually, Walmart put up more PS5s for pre-order today, and they sold out in like 3 minutes from what I heard. So fuck PlayStation and how they handled the situation.
Well, you gotta remember also that the amount of systems was affected because of the coronavirus. I mean, Japan had it really bad that they had to shut down the country.
And most of the parts come from China, and they obviously had it worse.
Exactly. So
yeah, I'm understanding that, and I know they tried. They said they were gonna put out 5 million units.
Yeah.
And then they said they were gonna double it to 10 million units.
And
it sounds like they're not gonna hit that 10 million mark. They'll probably at least fulfill the 5 million unit mark. Even if they did fulfill 10 million units, I don't need to tell you that there's obviously a hell of a lot more than 10 million people on this planet that would want to buy one.
Oh, yeah, but the thing is, it takes a little bit to get to these numbers. I mean, I remember when the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One was raced to 10 million. And they didn't do that immediately. And I guarantee you they did not do that immediately right now. I bet they only had less than 5 million.
I think they're going to fulfill 5 million because that's what they said at first. They said they were going to release 5 million units. So.
I still think that's a little too many actually sold. I mean...
No, I mean... Maybe they don't sell them all on day one, but I think they're going to ship that many to the retailers around the world. So...
I mean... Well, the Switch did... I think they did send out, 2 million day one, wasn't it? Or was it 1.2 or something like that?
I think it was 2 million. I know my GameStop got 60 of them. They got 20 Switches with the colored Joy-Cons, and they got 40 with the regular black ones. And I'm hearing that my local GameStop only got 25 PS5s. Yeah. I don't know if they're all sold for pre-order. So I'm hoping
they are.
I'm hoping that they'll have extra ones to sell.
Unlikely.
So I'm hoping I can find one on launch day, or when they go live online again, the day that they release. I'm hoping I could snag one online.
Well, the problem is where you're at, and in the New Jersey, New York, and Pennsylvania area. People in those three areas travel between them.
Yes, and that doesn't help.
and also Connecticut and other states, they're very close. If their systems are sold out, they're like, hey, let's check this state and see if they have any.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that'll happen. Absolutely.
I mean, you don't really get that often around in the Midwest because I think we have bigger states that Pennsylvania is a real long state. But
Well, New York is a pretty big state too. If you don't, if you don't just talk about New York City
yeah,
and the islands. So New
but
York is a pretty big state too.
but it's being in the Northeast, they're more likely to travel than the Midwest.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So, like, I guarantee if I didn't go up there, I probably wouldn't go out and flea marketing as long as I do now because of the Northeast. But back where we were talking about, I guarantee you're in worse shape trying to pick them up in your state than I would. I'd probably have a better shot to get in Oklahoma than you do.
Yeah, probably. I wouldn't doubt it. Like I said, I'm going to try to snag it online because they're not just going to release the pre-ordered ones and that's it. Some retailers are going to have a few extra ones to sell on day one. They're going to put them up online, so I'm going to check Walmart, Amazon, and everything, and I'm going to try to snag one online. If not, I will be going. I could only, unfortunately, pick one store to wait outside the store and hope they have extras because obviously if I pick Walmart, I can't be standing outside of two places at once.
Yeah,
so if I pick Walmart and they don't have any, but say Target does, by the time I would get to Target, they would be sold out again. So,
well, the good thing about GameStop, they do have the order. No, their website would say, "Oh, this store has some in stock."
Yeah, I like that.
I don't really notice Walmart doing that or Target.
They do it. They do it. You use a thing called BrickSeek. And if you have the SKU number, which is like the UPC number or whatever, you can look it up that way, but, it's not always accurate.
And it's a little harder to find it, isn't it?
Yeah, it's... Because, you gotta go through it, you gotta select your location, put in your zip code, put in the SKU number, select the store you wanna, try to find it at. It's a little bit of a pain in the ass, whereas with the GameStop website or the app, it'll just tell you.
And you almost don't want this be delivered to your house, especially nowadays. I mean, locally in my area,
hello, Juan.
I hadn't had people go and take packages off my front door. But I mean, it's very common people stealing freaking packages. Like my girlfriend says. In her apartments, they have someone going around doing that right now.
I'm going to try to get one on release day. It's probably not going to happen. Most likely, I'm going to end up having to wait until income tax time next year.
That's probably what I want to do. It's either one or two things. I already said this before. Other shows. I'm either going to do it when I get the next stimulus check or the tax return money.
So, but yeah, so that was my rant on the PS5. Actually, what you're looking at on screen here, I looked it up on eBay, and this is another thing that pisses me off, is these fucking scalping motherfuckers. eBay should not allow stuff like this, because when you put up a listing, it's only good for 30 days, and when you sell an item, you're supposed to ship that item.
Well, the thing is, they know when these people know that it's not going to be out, so when they get it, they're like, alright, we got to turn around and ship it out.
Right, but I mean, I just think they shouldn't allow it, or at least until like 30 days out, at least. But you can see here, people are listing them up, marking them up. Here's one for $800. Here's one for $748. Here's one for $745 with the shipping. $750. 900 bucks. This one is $950. Here's some cocksucker selling it for $1,100. $725. There's another one for $1,150. $875. $800. $850. And you get the idea. I saw one going up as high as $1,300. There it is, right there.
So
$1,320.
Almost triple the price.
Motherfucker, let me get your address. Let me find out where you live. Because when I'm traveling to your house, I'm going to think of 1,320 ways to whoop your ass.
No, don't say that. Say I'm going to leave a freaking pile of human shit on your front doorstep.
That too. But I'd rather whoop his ass. This is bullshit. This kind of shit pisses me off to no end.
Well, you know why that shit happens? Because you know some idiots. And I'm not saying... Like, me and you are smart enough not to fall for this bullshit. Like, but there's people who are like, oh, we gotta have it. Well, the scalper's selling the PS5 for $1,500. Better buy that one.
I'm telling you, when these consoles are officially released, you're gonna see something on the news about some fucking moron buying a PS5 for at least $2,000 or more, because that happened with the PS3. It was like $2,600. Somebody listed it on eBay, and somebody paid for it and bought it, and it made national news.
Well, yeah, because they knew it's gonna make some waves about it, you know?
I'm telling you, I would not be surprised when it happens again.
Well,
mark my words.
Talking about scalping, I'm probably gonna have to turn my... No, do you hear my messenger going off?
No.
Okay. I was gonna say if it is... I turned the notifications off for right now.
So that's that. You know, fuck PlayStation and how they handle this situation. Hopefully, I'll be able to pre-order a console between now and then. Hopefully, I'll get one on release date if I can't pre-order one. I really don't want to have to wait another like 4 or 5 months longer, because I'm just going to be irate at that point.
I'll probably wait 4 or 5 months. Unless the stimulus check comes out sooner than later, then I'll pop on it. I mean, actually, I need to get part of it to my mom to help me during when
CDI, yeah.
Not only CDI, she gave me some money for the coast till get a new job.
Oh, right. So moving on, yesterday Nintendo had a mini direct.
Hold on, I got one more thing before we move on. It's related to scalpers.
Okay.
Sorry to cut in front of you, but you know how right now 3D All Stars is sold out everywhere.
Oh yeah, yep.
So I went on either Twitter or Facebook, and someone had a box full of sealed 3D All Stars, and he shows a picture of it, and he says $85 a piece, and then he's like, "Don't leave that mean comments." Like, motherfucker, you trying to get $25 on top of a retail price? I'm like,
and when he ships the game, it'll cost them like $6 to ship it.
Yeah, so it's gonna cost, and that's the $6 on top of that, you know. So was that?
Well, unless he's selling it free shipping, which he is or isn't.
He most likely isn't. So you're paying well over $90 for a game. So I'm like, of course you're gonna get mean comments when. I understand what uh, you're trying to you're doing a scheme or something where you're trying to make money, but you're gonna get people pissed off, and like when they're, oh, I got this for $85. I can understand and say, hey, I want to make at least $10 off this, 70, like
I mean, I could understand, like, a little extra because it's their time and effort to go fucking pick these games up
yeah.
and everything.
But
But like,
$85,
I've seen people selling it for as much as 100 or more
oh
on
yeah.
eBay already.
Well, I mean, like we talked about this before, it's a limited release.
That's why I'm just gonna most likely end up getting it digitally, because I'm not gonna buy it until November because um I'm not gonna buy it until November because my charity stream is coming
Yeah.
up, so I'll have that to play, and I'll talk about that at the end of the stream. But
I'm just
um,
looking. What's weird? Uh, is my camera backwards or is everything
no,
red?
it's good. Yep, you're fine.
Look what it says as under the ERS. Oh, actually, it's up here. Is it blurry?
It's a
Do you
little
see
bit.
what it? Do you see what it says on top of the ESRB?
I mean, I could see it, but I can't read it.
It says, "Everyone, to dos, to dos." What the fuck is a to dos?
I have no idea.
And I thought, and I looked on the back. It says it as well. It's it's a shame, but I saw that. It's like usually for everyone, but I've never seen everyone to dos. I'm like,
That's
so.
interesting. But yeah, man. So yesterday Nintendo had a direct. I watched it later in the day because I went to sleep. I went to sleep and then I woke up to make those phone calls, trying to get a PS5 pre-order, and then I went back to sleep. And I didn't watch the direct until like maybe 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon.
Yeah.
And I didn't really pay attention to it. I tried, but I was just too fucking pissed off about the PS5 pre-orders to give much of a fuck about this. But I don't know if you've noticed, but with every direct mini we've been getting, each one has been a couple minutes longer than the last one.
True, and I think we've been getting one every month now.
Yeah, or like almost it's been like every 2 weeks lately we've been getting a mini.
Well, the problem is, like, I'm more of a Nintendo guy. I want to see more Nintendo games than the third-party games, but
Right.
I mean, it's still good to get some third-party games. But when I see Partner Showcase, I get a little disappointed. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, but I mean, the Partner Showcase, they still show off exclusive titles.
Yeah,
For example, the first game they opened up with was Monster Hunter Rise by
and
Capcom.
it looks pretty interesting. I've never played those games, but it looked pretty interesting.
It's the latest game in the series, so it's a brand new game. It's not like a remaster or anything like the majority of the games that are coming to the Switch. It's
Yeah,
actually going to be a brand new game that's going to come out next year. And then after that, they showed Monster Hunter Stories 2,
yeah.
which I have no idea what that is. That might be some kind of expansion to something or whatever. After that, they showed
Oh my God, Duke. I
some game called Balan of Wonderland or some shit. I didn't really pay attention. Like I said, I was fucking livid.
I was pretty disappointed in this one. I can see some people really loving it. To me,
I personally liked it a little bit, at least the parts that I paid attention to.
I think every time I saw 2021, I'm like, really? Couldn't say something like, and sometime this freaking year. I
Right.
can understand every once in a while, oh, this game's 2021. I'm like, So that's what made me even a little bit disappointed. And I'm like, and then we got to the final game. To me, was probably the best game on there, but I didn't get to see the release date because I was watching the direct on my 15-minute break, and at the very end, I had to leave.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'll get to that. Yeah, so one game that they did announce, which I don't know why Nippon Ichi Software didn't announce this during their PAX panel. They let Nintendo do it on their mini direct. Is a JRPG, Japanese RPG called Disgaea 6, Defiance of. The fuck is it called? It's Defiance of something or other. I don't remember the whole title. It's a game I've been waiting like 2 years for them to announce. The last game in the numbered series came out in 2014 or
Wow.
2015.
So
And
it was kind of due for it.
yeah, I've been waiting a while for it, and they finally announced it. They increased everything. Damage output is a hell of a lot higher. The level increase. The Disgaea games are known for having outrageous numbers in the first place. The level cap is 9,999 in the games now. That the new one increased the level cap to 99,999 for your characters, which I don't think anyone's ever going to level a character up that high.
Mm.
But you never know. What really annoys the shit out of me though is one, it doesn't come out until next summer. So I gotta wait at least like 9 more months to a year from now for that.
Mm.
And number two, Nintendo said it's going to be a Switch exclusive when it comes out. That's bullshit because I just read today that it's going to release for PS4 and the Switch in Japan in January. So I don't know why the Switch version would be the only one to come out in America. That's fucking retarded.
Well, but the good thing is that the PS4 and Xbox One is region free, but it's probably not going to be in English for
No,
those.
it'll be in Japanese, but honestly, playing a game like that in Japanese wouldn't be very hard to figure out because I'm so used to the series. So,
But if you really want to get the PS4 and Xbox One, you still could play it. It's just...
Well, these games don't release on Xbox. But yeah, PS4 and Switch. I don't understand why they only announced the Switch version for America when it's going to be on both consoles. I'm hoping later down the line they announce the PS4 version or even PS5 version for America. I don't know. The pre-order for it is available on their website already, Nisa Online Store. For $100, you get the game, a hardcover art book, CD soundtrack, a steelbook case, and a 28 by 40 inch poster, a wall scroll cloth poster.
You don't get too many of these collector editions as much anymore. There's a lot of stuff is getting taken away nowadays. I mean, you don't go to the GameStop for midnight releases. I can understand.
Yeah, most of the stuff is done online now with the collector's editions and stuff.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying you don't do midnight releases no more. I mean, those were
right now. With this pandemic going on, they're not going to. But
even before that, it kind of already died off. I mean, Best Buy wasn't doing it anymore. You can go in Walmart and ask for it, and they'll find it for you. And I'm assuming Target will do that as well.
Well, I mean, if you go to a Walmart that's a supercenter, one of them that's open 24/7, if you go to a store, one of those at midnight, they can technically give you the game because it is now the street date for the release, and they won't get in trouble for it.
Exactly.
My GameStop, what they would do when they would do midnight releases, because my GameStop is in a mall, and the mall closes at 9:30 at night.
Yeah.
My GameStop will do a 9 p.m. release the night before,
Oh, really?
which is pretty cool because then you get it 3 hours even earlier than a midnight release, which is pretty cool. But yeah,
But
they're few and far between. You don't get many of them.
not anymore. Yes, because of the pandemic, and I think all WalMarts are closed at 8 now.
8:30 in New Jersey. Maybe it's probably different. Maybe across other states.
Yeah, I think in Oklahoma is 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
But I don't see. I can understand they want to go around and spray shit down. I mean,
It's to make sure everything is sanitized. I'm sure they
yeah,
sanitize things multiple times because you got the people that do work overnight to stock the shelves.
yeah,
You don't know if those people are sick or maybe carrying the virus.
exactly.
So they gotta sanitize. I'm sure more than once, and
Yeah,
then they do a quick, they do a quick one before the store opens. I'm sure.
yeah. So, like, for a while, it's like, okay, why are we closing these stores? I mean, the virus is still going to be in between those time frames. But then that makes sense about, yeah, they go around sanitizing everything. But the one thing I still didn't get, and finally Target changed it, and I think Walmart has recently as well, is like for the longest time they had blocking one of the freaking entrance. I'm like, they need, like, yeah, they want to see how many people are coming in and out. Oh, have two people, one person in each entrance, and say, okay, just keep hitting the freaking button.
Yeah,
How many?
Our Walmart was doing that too. They would block off one entrance.
I'm like, to me, you figure you keep them both open because, oh, a pandemic's going on. Oh, first thing we need to close down one and have people slowly going into a line and make it even fucking worse.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that was done as a way to maybe make people say fuck it and not want to stand in a line to get in the store. But
Well, I think at the beginning, I think so many. I think I heard at least 10 or 20 people could enter a Walmart. Then honestly, they open it to a certain amount. Like, I have not been stopped at Walmart yet and saying, hey, there's too many people in.
yeah, my food stores out here used to do that too with the lines, and it got pretty hectic after a while, especially with all the old people. Because where I live, it's like the majority of the people are senior citizens.
Yeah.
So like they're out and about throughout the day, even though they have designated hours for shopping for them.
Mm.
A lot of them, they don't like to get up. They don't like to go out first thing in the morning. So they're still out and about when everyone else is out and about. So
Well, the old people like being out and about in the morning, and they want to be in by like noontime or 10
not out
o'clock.
here. I see them out all the time, no matter what time of day it is.
Well, I know when I used to work at the mall, we would have the mall walkers, and just see them walking around the mall.
Yep, yeah, I have those two down here. Yep, I see them too. When I'm in, when I go to the mall for early releases or limited releases of like Funko Pops and stuff, I'll go to the mall early, waiting for a store to open, and I'll see people jogging around the mall or walking around the mall to get their exercise in. Some people just like doing it that way.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna say one thing about you're hoping the PS5. No, some of these retailers gonna have them more than pre-orders. I guarantee GameStop won't,
Probably not.
because when I picked up my Switch, they only had the pre-order ones. Shit, I couldn't get Zelda until the next day
Wow.
because I didn't have it pre-ordered. I was like, you know what? I'll go pick up. Like, at first, I just want the Switch, I was like, I'll just get the games digitally for right now, or see what games. My brother-in-law picked up one to Switch. We played a couple times. Thought it was fun for that quick thing, and honestly, it was after that it's no longer fun. But then the very next day, I had to get Zelda, and it became the Zelda machine for
A
what
while.
3? Yeah, 3 months until the next big game came out for it.
Well, to wrap up this the mini direct, the Ori and the Will of the Wisps port to the Switch was the final game on the list that they showed off. It is available now, I believe, so you can get that game on the Switch if you want.
Is it the? Didn't they have it? That is that a new game or is that the same?
That's the second one. The first one was Ori and the Blind Forest.
And is that currently on the Switch?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, I think they're both on the Switch now. Because I know the second one that they showed on the direct yesterday, they said it was available.
Wasn't it originally that series was a Microsoft exclusive, and then because Microsoft,
I think so. I think it originated on Xbox. Yeah.
And then Xbox and Nintendo are in love with each other. I'm shocked we hadn't got Halo yet, or at least Master Chief being in the freaking
in Smash.
Smash, yeah.
Well, we still have what, like 4 or 5 Smash DLC characters we don't even know about yet.
Yeah,
it's still possible.
True. Is it possible? Yes, but I would say extremely unlikely.
Well, Microsoft, remember, they own Rare. They own Rare now, who developed Banjo-Kazooie on the Nintendo 64. Even though when Microsoft bought Rare, they also bought the rights to those IPs, which means Nintendo couldn't use them anymore. And they let Nintendo add Banjo-Kazooie into Smash, so
it'd be kind of interesting. I mean, if Master Chief gets on there, then I gotta get back and playing Smash. But right now, to me,
if you think about it, they added Solid Snake, and I don't recall Metal Gear Solid games being on Nintendo consoles,
Yeah, they were. Weren't they on the GameCube?
I don't remember. Maybe there might have been one.
Yeah, and they were. Metal Gear was on the NES.
Yeah, I mean, but I'm just saying, when you think of Snake, you think of like all the games that were on PlayStation and Xbox.
Yeah, PS3, PS4.
But then he made a surprise appearance in Brawl. So I'm like, hey, it's possible, big gaming icons. You never know who's going to get added.
I mean, it kind of makes sense, though, as well. I mean, the only thing I'd say it's a shooter, but, I mean, you have Samus. But I think I'm going to have to go. The girlfriend's about to be here with my dinner, so she says she needs help, so I'm going to have to run.
Alright, I still got some gaming news and stuff, so I'll just go over that myself, I guess.
You know what? Until she sends me a message, I'll hold on until when she sends me a message, then I'll have to run.
Alright, I'll just rifle through the news that we have then, because it's really not a whole lot outside of the the stuff we wanted to talk about. Capcom adds Devil May Cry 5 Special Edition and Monster Hunter Rise to their Tokyo Game Show schedule. To be honest, they're probably not going to show anything more than what was already shown in the past couple of days.
I gotta go now. She says she's here, so sorry.
Alrighty, I'll just finish this up on my by myself then and wrap it up.
Alright, you better plug my channel.
I already did.
No, I'm just fucking with you. I'll see you later.
Alright, man.
It was a pleasure as always.
Yep.
All right, see you, buddy.
All right, bye. Alrighty, so Casey had to leave. So flying solo for the last bit of this podcast. So I'm just gonna disable this. Nope, that's the wrong one. Nope, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. Where is it? Screen share. There it is. Okay. So, as I was saying, I'll just leave this down here in the corner. Anyways, Monster Hunter Rise and DMC5 Special Edition, probably nothing new. I don't think will get shown more than what was already shown in the past couple of days between the Direct and the PS5 event. TGS starts next weekend on the 24th or the 25th. I think it's the 24th it starts. So you got that. Then you have Bandai Namco. They released their stream schedule for Tokyo Game Show. They're going to have an 8-hour live stream on September 27th, which will start...
Hey, you're still on?
Yeah, I didn't stop.
Okay. I brought the stuff in and I told her we'll wrap it up.
Okay. Alrighty, so I'll just rifle through the rest of this news. Bandai Namco, 8-hour live stream for TGS. They released their schedule beginning at 2:10 p.m. Japan time.
GTS, is that Gran Turismo?
No, TGS is Tokyo Game Show. It's Japan's. It's like Japan's E3.
Okay.
So yeah, they're gonna have their thing at Bandai Namco 8-hour live stream covering a bunch of games starting at 2:10 Japan time in the afternoon, which is 1:10 in the morning on the 27th. I'll probably skim through TGS. I usually don't watch all of it because like 90% of the showcase is in Japanese for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
But they're gonna cover games like Project Cars 3, Katamari Damacy Reroll on PS4, Switch, and stuff.
Love that game.
New Gundam games, more stuff for Dragon Ball Z, stuff like that. I'll put the link in the description. You can check out the schedule for yourself. Nintendo 3DS officially dead. Japan has ended production in Japan.
Well, are you shocked?
No,
I mean,
I'm not.
What's the last game? Metroid Returns? I mean, I think that's the last 3DS game that came out.
Yeah, they sold with the piss poor launch that they had.
Well, I heard that the game was good too, so eventually I want to pick it up. I mean, I'm not into. I like the 3DS, but if I'm gonna play something portable, I'm gonna play the Switch.
Yeah, nowadays exactly.
Yeah,
so the 3DS, the Nintendo DS, first released in Japan. The 3DS, February 26, 2011, followed by the Western release in March 2011, and production has been canceled as of yesterday. So the 3DS had a pretty incredible run, almost 10 years.
Yeah, well, for having a slow start because one, I guess it had a weak launch games, and then also I think they were asking, was it $250 for the 3DS, and then they chopped it down to $170-ish.
I paid I think I paid $170 when I got my 3DS. I
Mm.
bought mine in 2013, so yeah, that's about right.
And
Uh,
then I got me and my wife when we got our 3DS. I think we had a couple small. Yeah, we had a couple DS, and I would bring one to my job every once in a while. But because when break time or I have a few minutes, I could whip it out and play it.
right.
And but when we came to Oklahoma, she bought I guess it was a Pokemon or Dragon Ball Z version, 3DS. Sadly, it's broken. I let my mom play with it because I play the Switch. So I didn't make a big deal. I mean, she gave me the money to go buy a different one, and I didn't have the heart to go try to get a collector's edition. I just got the new 2DS because I didn't want to feel like I'm gonna screw my mom over for that. So, um, like to me, I let her play it. I mean, I'm not a handheld guy, except like I said a billion times now, the Switch. But I like the 3DS. I mean, it's awesome. It plays the DS games. I wish there was a like how some of the early DS had the port for the Game Boy Advance. I wish they had the Ultimate where it would play Game Boy Advance and all the other Game Boys. That'd have been like I'd buy that. What do you think?
I mean, I liked my 3DS for what it was. I didn't play it as much as I played the PlayStation Vita, but I did
Mm-hmm.
play, the exclusive games like Super Mario 3D Land, Yoshi's New Island.
Uh oh.
I didn't play the Pokemon games though. I skipped out on those. I played like Project Cross Zone, the exclusive, Dead or Alive game that was on the 3DS. I forgot the name of that one.
Mm-hmm.
New Super Mario Bros. 2. I played that. So
Like that
I
game.
had a fun game. I had a fun time with my 3DS when I played it.
I really like Super Mario 3D Land. That's a good game.
Yeah, that was really fun. I like that one.
And also, I like the Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, the second one.
Oh yeah, I didn't. I didn't play the Luigi's Mansion series.
What?
Dude, your face was priceless. I said I never played the Luigi's Mansion series.
I can't compute this. I can't believe you never played the Luigi's Mansions games.
Nope, never did. I mean, I had a game. I didn't get a GameCube right away. I didn't get one until like my brother gave me his in like 2003. So I didn't
Yeah.
even play a lot of GameCube games. I think I only played like Super Mario Sunshine and Thousand Year Door, Paper Mario Thousand Year Door,
Some
the WrestleMania games, and that was pretty much it. You know.
Sunshine is still. I played a little bit. I played more of the 64 today. And I still say Sunshine is not as good as everyone praises it. I still need to give it a little bit more time.
Yeah,
But
I didn't like it as much as Super Mario 64 either, but I'm definitely gonna give it another go when I buy that game. But
but
let me get through the rest of this news here. I don't want to keep you too much longer. I don't want you to eat cold food.
I eat cold food anyway, so it doesn't bother me.
PlayStation 5. Jim Ryan of Sony Interactive Entertainment CEO Jim Ryan confirms that 99% of the PS4 library will be backwards compatible with the PS5. After all games were tested and checked all all the released games for PS4.
Mm.
He also mentions the PlayStation Plus collection, which we already talked about.
Mm.
He was also asked about backwards compatibility with PS3 and older games. He says, and I quote, "We keep in mind the engineering specified for the PS5 as we produced the device. In the midst of that, the PS4 already has 100 million players. We thought they ought to want to play PS4 titles on the PS5 as well, indeed. So we included compatibility with the PS4. While implementing that, we also focused our efforts on taking in the high-speed SSD and the new controller DualSense at the same time. So unfortunately, we couldn't reach the implementation of such compatibilities." That is bullshit, because sometime down the line they're going to resell PS3 and PS2 and PS1 games again, like Nintendo does with their older games, to keep making money on them. It's going to happen.
Well, you know what happened. I mean, people asked for it during this generation. That people were upset that until Xbox started they started putting in backward compatibility, and it was not even. You had to be a certain amount of 360 games and very little amount of Xbox original.
Well, remember the PS3 started out with the backwards compatibility, and they removed it. And then when they removed it, they started reselling PS1 and PS2 games on the PS3 digitally to make more money on them again.
Oh yeah, I mean, during the PS3, Sony was really deep shit because how much. I mean, it cost them almost $900 to make a PS3, and they were selling it for $600.
Yeah, so they had to make the money back somehow.
So yeah, they really shot them in the foot selling it for a $300 loss each one.
So we have that news. So it is confirmed 99% of the PS4 library will work on the PS5. I'm sure as days go on, the entire library will be backwards compatible with the PS5. Also confirmed now, PS3 and older games, as of right now, will not be compatible, but I'm sure later on down the road they will be. So we have that news. Nintendo Switch Online is adding 4 more games. The biggest one in that lot being Donkey Kong Country 2.
Yeah, I think there's a second game I think it was kind of interesting being added. I forgot. I know there's like a Picross version.
Yes, Mario's Picross, which is a game that was only previously released in Japan.
Yeah.
So we are getting that, and we are getting 2 other games as well. I'm looking up the lineup right now.
I remember the second one I thought was cool to get. It's Scat.
Yes, Scat. So we have releasing on the Super Nintendo and NES. I call them virtual consoles on the Switch, even though they're not referred to as that. On the Super Nintendo Virtual Console, we're getting Diddy Kong's Quest DKC2. We're getting Mario's Super Picross, which was a game only previously released in Japan.
Yes. That'd be kind of...
We're getting a game called The Peacekeepers, which I've never heard of. But it's one of those Streets of Rage-like Double Dragon beat-em-ups.
Yeah.
So that's something I'll probably play. I'll check it out. And we're getting SCAT, which stands for Special Cybernetic Attack Team, not SCAT as in shit.
Oh, I thought... Isn't SCAT also mean you're eating shit, or SCAT is just shit?
It's, it's just another word for shit.
Oh, okay.
That's why in the adult industry, they call it scat fetish. I'm not going to delve any more into that, but yeah, so that's the...
I want you to tell me what kind of fetish that is.
I am not going to mention it. You can have all the fun in the world looking that up if you'd like. I am not going there. But
I was seeing if I can convince you to do it.
yeah, no. Um, also, September 23rd, Rocket League is going free to play. Rocket League, which was a game that released previously in July of 2015, later had a physical edition with pretty much the majority of the DLC that was released at the time. This one, it is now going free to play as of next Wednesday, which is pretty cool because now I can play it on any platform I want.
Wasn't it free to play originally? Like it was, you had to have the PlayStation Plus to get it, and then it blew up, and now it's everywhere. Right? Isn't that right?
It was on PS Plus for free,
Yeah.
but if you didn't have Plus, you had to buy the game.
Yeah.
Now it's free to play, so now you don't have to buy the game at all. And it's cross-play across all 4 platforms, which is really nice. The Nintendo version has the exclusive Mario, Luigi, and Metroid cars
Yeah.
in that game, so I think I'll download the Switch version when it goes free to play, and I'll play that version and see how much different it is. Sony and Xbox uploaded a Season 1 Rocket League trailer showing off some of the stuff you can get by playing the game, so I'm interested in seeing how much different the free-to-play version is compared to what the paid version was.
See, the thing is, nowadays, I remember in recent years we had console wars, and now everyone's getting in bed with each other. Not so much with Sony with everyone, but you got Microsoft and Nintendo loving each.
Absolutely.
And I think Sony's coming around a little bit. I mean, remember that one? Was it like E3 2-3 years ago when they had all 3 big wigs from and they were all of them right there talking about video games, and like something big was going on at the time.
I do remember that, but I don't remember if it was E3. But I do remember that happening.
Yeah. So when saw that was pretty big, because especially after what happened between Nintendo and Sony. But I think with the Microsoft reaching out to Nintendo and making friends with them, all that hatred is gone, you know?
Yeah, now Sony is like the lone wolf, like trying to be better than everyone else.
Yeah, but I think they're starting to come around a little bit.
Very little, yeah. Slowly but surely.
Yeah, but
that's all the news that I have for this podcast. Check out my Extra Life charity. Donations and stuff is open until the end of the year. All the links and stuff are in the video description. Derailed Podcast every Sunday night, 9 p.m. I should be returning to the Derailed Podcast this Sunday. I was going to be on last Sunday, but I had a raging headache last week that lasted like 9 fucking hours on Sunday, and it just kept me from being on the show.
Oh, you pussy. I get headaches for days.
Yeah, I know. I just didn't want to deal with the headaches. I just didn't want to deal with, and make it worse. As it was, the headache was enough to fucking aggravate me that day, but I know I could have went on the show. I thought about it. I'm like, you know what? I got a headache. There's always next week.
Well, think about it. This is the guy coming from the guy who had to leave because he was shitting his brains out in the 2-3 hours of work. So I can't say much. That's like calling the pot calling the kettle black.
Yeah.
Or we can't say that now. We gotta calling the kettle
purple.
A dark color.
But yeah, man. So Derailed Podcast every Sunday night, 9 p.m. I should be on this week and next week's episode. at least. As of now, that's the plan, anyways. Casey is Raw. Check him out on YouTube and Twitter. Check him out. You know, he does, like I said earlier, pretty good, interesting video game videos with history from his perspective and various video game videos with stuff and from his collection and the games he picks up, you know, during the week.
It's mostly lately just been pickups because I'm coming home from work. I'm too tired. A lot of times I'm bored. I'll try to think of something, but right now I'll try to either put a few days of when mail comes in, or if I go look around and get something, I'll try to put them all in a bunch.
Right.
But I would love to do more of the other series, but right now I'm just like today. I mean, I was shocked I fell asleep.
I woke you up.
I'm sure you wasn't shocked I was asleep though.
I mean, when you didn't answer right away, I kind of figured you probably were dozed off. But yeah, so check all that out. Links in the description down below. As always, I did say I would mention something about my charity stream, and this is why I say you need to follow me. I'll make another announcement on Twitter about this and Facebook and whatnot. November 8th, which is the second day of my charity stream, because I do 2 days instead of one, because I split the 24 hours across 2 days. November 8th, which is day 2, I will be doing a Super Mario-thon, which will be all day, all night. I will be playing a whole bunch of Mario games released all, you know, over the span of 35 years. That'll be my way of celebrating Mario's 35-year anniversary. So I'll be playing, of course, Super Mario 1, Super Mario 2, Super Mario 3, Fake Mario 2, Super Mario World.
Which one are you calling fake and which one are you calling real?
The Fake Mario 2 that we got and the real Mario 2 that Japan got.
Okay. I just had to make sure.
Because so I'll be playing those. I'll be playing all 4 of those a little bit. Super Mario World, not Yoshi's Island, because that's a Yoshi game. Even though it says Super Mario World in the title. And Mario technically is in the game, but he's not the main character.
Yeah, he's the side. It makes no fucking sense because 2 is a sequel while Mario's a baby.
Yeah, they did it backwards. They should have called it Super Mario World.
Or something like a prequel, you know?
Or they could have called it Baby Mario and Yoshi's Island or something. They could have called it that.
But they need to throw in Super Mario World 2.
They probably did that just to sell the game.
Exactly. I mean, it's a good game. I mean, I probably wouldn't have thought it was a good game back then. But after I played Yoshi's Woolly World and the Crafted World, I started really loving the Yoshi games.
Yeah. So, with the Super Mario-thon, so it's going to be those 5 games from the 80s and 90s, as well as the main reason I'm buying the 3D All-Stars collection, not just because I want it, but because that's also going to be part of the Mario-thon. Super Mario 64, Sunshine, and Galaxy will be part of the stream, as well as Mario Kart 8. I'm going to play some of that. Super Mario Maker 2. Maybe a little bit of Super Mario Odyssey. I don't know. I might play that one. Mainly, I say maybe because I don't really have anything else to do in that game. I pretty much did everything. I could always start a new save file, I guess, and just screw around in that game, I suppose. I'll also be playing Super Mario 35, the game that releases October 1st for free to play. So
I totally forgot about that.
I'll be playing that as well. A lot of Mario games for about 12 hours on Sunday, November 8th. So come on in, check it out. Check out the stream. It actually starts, day one starts Saturday, November 7th, which will be interrupted by the AEW Full Gear pay-per-view. So I haven't yet figured out what I'm going to do about that. But I am going to have content streaming while I watch the pay-per-view. So.
How much are those pay-per-views been? Are those like $50, $60?
They're $50 on Bleacher Report if you buy them on BR Live. And through Comcast, at least, Comcast charges $60.
I'm sorry. After years paying so much for WWE pay-per-views, and now we're to the $10 for the network, I can't do it. I cannot spend $50 or $60. I'd rather use that money towards video games.
Yeah, I mean, I don't do it either. I find other ways to watch it. So that's the plan for now.
I want to explain the other ways. Just keep the other ways.
Yeah, I don't want to mention it because it's not the right way to do it. So, I mean, I do have other people. I mean, I do get links sent to me by people where you could watch it. I'm not going to say where because,
you don't want to. Yeah, you don't want to get in trouble. So, but it's the best way just to go, and if you want to do it cheap, it's just best to get a group of people and watch it.
And just buy it and everybody chip in. That's true. But I'm the only one in my house, me and my brother, that watch AEW. So yeah, man. So that's been the podcast for the day for today. Casey, I'm not going to hold you up any longer. I don't want your girlfriend to get mad at you. So let's wrap up the podcast here at 2 hours and 12 minutes. Thanks for watching, guys, and until next time, good luck with your pre-orders for the Xbox on Tuesday to anybody out there who's going to try to get one. And until next time, we'll catch your ass down the road.